wish I didn't. I'm cleaning up the mess you made inside my head, tracing the outline of the words we never said. You were the lesson that I didn't want to learn, a beautiful fire that was only meant to burn. I gave you the keys to every secret that I hid. I told myself I wouldn't fall, but then I did. Now I'm paying for the happiness I borrowed, drowning in a sea of never-ending sorrow. They say it's better to have loved and lost, but they don't tell you about the heavy cost of giving pieces of your soul away to someone who never planned to stay. I regret loving you, I regret the start, I regret the way I let you dismantle my heart. If I could go back to the day we met, I'd walk on by, I'd be a stranger, yet it hurts to say it, but I know it's true. I regret loving you. I regret loving you. I look in the mirror and I don't know who I see. You took the brightest parts and left the dark in me. Every I love you was a promise that you broke. Now I'm choking on the ashes and the smoke. It's too late to save the girl I used to be. She is gone forever, lost in your memory. They say that time will heal the wounded part, but time just amplifies the silence in my heart. I'm haunted by the ghost of where we were, and how you left me just to go to her. I regret loving you, I regret the start, I regret the way I let you dismantle my heart. If I could go back to the day we met, I'd walk on by, I'd be a stranger, yet it hurts to say it, but I know it's true. I regret loving you. I wish I was numb, I wish I felt nothing at all. It's the feeling of flying just to survive the fall. Yeah, I wish I never knew your name. Nothing will ever be the same. I regret loving you. The neon sign is buzzing overhead. It paints the wet pavement in a violent red. I'm retracing steps that we made in the past, chasing a love that was never built to last. I see a couple laughing in a coffee shop, and my heart feels like it's about to stop, 'cause that was us just a lifetime ago, before the freeze, before the snow. Now I'm talking to the wind, but it won't replace searching for an answer in the empty sky. You left a hollow space where you used to stand, and I'm grasping at the air with a trembling hand. I walk alone tonight through the echoes of your name. Every street I turn down, it all looks the same. Without your gravity, I'm drifting into space, haunted by the memory of your face. There's no destination, there's no guiding light, just me and my shadow. I walk alone tonight. I pull my collar up against the chill. The world keeps moving, but I'm standing still. Meaningless distractions on my phone just remind me that I am on my own. I almost called you just to hear you breathe, but I remembered how easy it was for you to leave. Yeah, I'm talking to the wind, but it won't reply. Searching for an answer in the empty sky. You left a hollow space where you used to stand, and I'm grasping at the air with a trembling hand. I walk alone tonight through the echoes of your name. Every street I turn down, it all looks the same. Without your gravity, I'm drifting into space, haunted by the memory of your face. There's no destination, there's no guiding light, just me and my shadow. I walk alone tonight. Maybe one day I'll find a different road, one where carrying this love isn't such a heavy load. But for now, I'm the queen of this lonely parade, marching through the mess that we made. I'm walking alone, just me and the rain, no guiding light. I walk alone tonight. Ooh, tonight. You're knocking on a door that I locked long ago, standing in the chill of the evening snow. You got that look in your eye like you want to explain, but darling, your excuses just sound like rain. I used to wait for you, counting every beat, watching the shadows lengthen on the street. But that fire burned out, it turned to ash and dust. You broke the heavy chain of my fragile trust. Don't bring me flowers, they're already dead. Don't take back the cruel things that you said. The timeline is broken, the moment has passed. We were a beautiful tragedy, not built to last. It's too late for me to let you back in. I don't even know where to begin. You want the sunrise, touch my face, but I'm already moving to a different place. I'm not angry anymore, I'm just numb inside. There's nowhere left for your secrets to hide. You say you've changed, well isn't that sweet? But I'm already walking down a one-way street. The love that we had is a song that ended, a tear in the fabric that can never be mended. So keep your apologies, keep your regret. I'm trying to forgive, but I won't forget. The timeline is broken, the moment has passed. We were a beautiful tragedy, not built to last. It's too late for me to let you back in. I don't even know where to begin. You want the sunrise, but I'm in the twilight now. You want a promise, but I can't make a vow. My heart is a fortress and I threw away the key. Baby, you're trying to save a ghost. It's too late for me. I cried a river, till the river ran dry. I said goodbye before you even said hi. You're looking for a lover, but you're talking too warm. Don't knock on the door, don't call my name no more. I'm gone, it's too late for me. The dust is dancing in the afternoon light, just like it did when we started. I'm standing here holding the keys way too tight to an apartment that's already parted. There's a box by the door with my life packed inside, and a coffee cup stained on the wood. I promised myself that I wouldn't cry, but I don't think I understood how heavy the air gets when there's nothing left to say. We're just two ghosts in the hallway, trying to find our own way. So I'm saying goodbye to you now. to save my broken heart. Goodbye to you. You're staring down at a crack in the floor, refusing to look in my eyes. If I stay for a minute, or maybe one more, I know that I'll believe the lies, that we can fix this, that we can change, that the jagged edges fit. But we're just reading the same old page, and I'm finally sick of it. Yeah, the history is heavy and the memories are sharp, but I can't keep on dancing when the music's dragged apart. So I'm saying goodbye to you now, not because the love ran out, because we're drowning in the silence, and I can't breathe inside this house. Yeah, I'm saying goodbye to you now, to the future we drew in the dark. I'm breaking my own promise just to save my broken heart. Wish I could hate you, it'd be easier than to walk out that door and never look back again. But I love you enough to know when to leave. I love you enough to let us both breathe. So I'm saying goodbye to you now, not because the love ran, because we're drowning in the silence, and I can't breathe inside this house. Yeah, I'm saying goodbye to you now, to the future we drew in the dark. I'm breaking my own promise just to save my broken heart. I'm turning the handle, I'm walking away. I love you, but I just can't stay. Goodbye to you now. I checked the mirror twice before I left, made sure the makeup hid the lack of sleep. I practiced smiling till I lost my breath, a happy promise that I couldn't keep. Everyone says I'm looking better now. They think the healing finally has begun. But if they saw behind the painted brow, they'd see the damage that you have done. They see a girl who's walking down the street. They hear a melody that sounds so sweet, but they don't hear the rhythm skipping beats. 'Cause there's a broken heart inside me, rattling around within my chest. Every jagged piece you left behind me is tearing through my very best. Yeah, I'm standing tall so you won't see the ruins of what we used to be, but it's cutting deep and I can't breathe with this broken heart inside of me. I kept the letters in a shoebox hidden under the bed where we used to dream. Visiting memories is strictly forbidden, but I go there nightly, or so it seems. I'm acting out a script I didn't write, playing the lead in someone else's show, pretending everything is gonna be alright, while I'm shattering from head to toe. They see a girl who's moving on with life. They don't see the twisting of the knife, or the silence cutting sharper than the strife. Broken heart inside of me, it breathes, but it hurts. It beats, but it stop loving you, but that's the one thing it won't do. And I'll keep the disguise, I'll keep the rain from falling out of my eyes. Nobody knows, nobody sees, just this broken heart inside of me. Inside of me. with nothing there, I still check it anyway. Like silence might change its mind and call me back someday. I tell myself I'm stronger now, that I don't need your sound. But every breath without your voice just pulls me further down. It's me against the silence, every night alone, fighting all the things I feel I never get to show. I scream without a sound, I'm breaking in the quiet. It's me against the silence, and I'm losing it. I keep busy just to stay awake, so the memories don't talk, but they follow me from room to room with every step I walk. I learned how to smile carefully, how not to let it slip, but silence hears everything. I try to keep my grip. They say time will heal the wounds, like time knows what to say, but time just leaves me here alone with all the things you never gave. It's me against the silence in the middle of the night, where every thought gets heavier and nothing feels right. I reach out into emptiness, like you might still be there. It's me against the silence, and it's not fair. If loving you was wrong, why does it still feel true? Why does every quiet moment still sound just like you? I don't wanna need you, I just don't know who I am, when the only thing answer me is who I was back then. Say something, even if it hurts. It's me against the silence, but I'm still here, still breathing through the quiet, still holding on to fear. One day I'll win this war inside, one day I'll break the spell, but tonight it's me against the silence, and I'm not doing well. If you ever hear this song, know I tried my best to survive the quiet nights with you missing from my chest. You swore you'd never leave me, said my heart was safe with you. I held on to every sentence like they were all we talked about forever, like it was something real. But promises sound different when love stops knowing how to feel. I believed in every word I built my life around. Now I'm standing in the silence where your vows fell to the ground. These are the forgotten promises you made, still echoing inside my head. You said you'd fight for us, but you let us fade instead. These are the forgotten promises you made. I trusted you completely. Now I'm left alone with memories of who you said you'd be. You promised you'd stay patient when things got hard to breathe, but you left when loving me asked more than you could be. I kept forgiving everything, believing you'd come through. But every promise you broke left a crack in something true. I waited for your actions to match the things you said, but words don't hold you up when the feeling's dead. These are the forgotten promises you made. I still hear them every night. They haunt me in the quiet when I turn off all the lights. These are the forgotten promises you made. I never stopped believing. You just stopped being here when I needed you the most. If love is more than promises, then why did I believe? I built my heart on words you didn't mean. I don't hate you for leaving, I just hate how you stayed long enough to teach me hope, then walked away. These are the forgotten promises you made, but I'm learning how to heal. I'll stop waiting on the version of you that was never real. These are the forgotten didn't fit your mouth. You laughed it off like nothing changed, but I felt it right then somehow. Your eyes didn't stay on mine, they searched for something new. I stood right there, still loving you, while you were passing through. I told myself I was imagining things, that love doesn't fade that way. But something in your voice told me, and I was already yesterday. I was forgotten by you today, not with goodbye, not with tears, just quietly pushed to the past, like I was never here. You didn't mean to hurt me, you just walked away. I didn't lose you suddenly, I was forgotten by you today. You talked about the future like I wasn't in the frame. You said someone instead of us and didn't say my name. I smiled like I didn't notice, like my heart didn't fall. It's strange how someone can disappear without leaving at all. I stayed too long in the silence, hoping you'd remember me, but forgetting doesn't make a sound, it just sets you free. I was forgotten by you today, while standing right by your side. You look so calm, so certain, while something in me died. I kept loving you quietly, hoping you'd stay. But love doesn't survive being forgotten by you today. If love was ever real, why was it so easy to erase? Why does remembering you still show on my face? I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed long enough to feel my place fade away. it ended when you forgot my name. I told myself this time was different, that you wouldn't disappear. I unpacked all my fears slowly and left my heart right here. Your coffee's cold on the counter, like you were just here today. I keep listening for your footsteps, knowing they won't come my way. I believed every word you whispered, like I hadn't learned before. Hope is dangerous when you're healing from a love that closed the door. Kept my voice calm around you, so you wouldn't hear the pain. I made myself easy to love. You still walked away. I would have stayed through the silence, through the dark, through the doubt. Chose the quiet exit while I stayed and cried it out. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame me for believing that I was enough this time. I am alone again, with your absence everywhere. Your side of the bed still remembers, even if you don't care. I am alone again, learning how to breathe alone. I lost you twice in the same lifetime, and now I'm on my own. If loving me was too heavy, I wish you had told me then. I would have held you looser instead of breaking again. I am alone again, but this time I see the truth. Some people love the feeling, but never the follow through. I am alone again, and it hurts more than before. of starting over. I used to shine in your hands before you dropped me so easily. You didn't mean to let me fall, but you never tried to catch me. Now I'm scattered on the floor, trying to feel whole again. Every step I take still hurts from where you've been. Smile so no one sees how sharp the pain still is. I learned how to stay quiet so I don't cut anyone else with this. I am broken glass. Handle me with care. The same from far away, but I'm shattered everywhere. I am broken glass, still trying to shine, but every time I move an inch, I bleed a little more inside. You said I was too fragile, like that was my fault. But you loved me like something you expected not to fall. I held together for so long, pretending I was fine. But cracks don't need permission, they grow with time. You walked away untouched while I stayed in pieces here. You never saw the damage because you never stayed that near. I am broken glass, left where you walked away. Your footsteps are still echoing in everything you didn't say. I am broken glass, trying to survive, learning how to be careful just to stay alive. If I cut you when I loved you, I swear it wasn't planned. I was already breaking before you held my hand. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, I was hurting too. I am broken glass, but I still reflect the light. Even shattered hearts can glow in the darkest nights. I pick myself up slowly, one piece at a time. I replay every moment like I could change the end. Every word I never said plays louder in my head. I was scared of being honest, so I chose to stay quiet. Now silence is the only thing that keeps me awake at night. I thought I had more time, I thought love would wait. I didn't know that hesitation could seal our fate. A regret fills my heart, and now that you're gone, I see everything clearly. But I learned it too late, too wrong. If I had one more chance, one more start, I'd choose you. But regret fills my heart. I pushed you away slowly, calling it space. I didn't see the sadness written on your face. You asked me to fight for us, I asked you to understand. I didn't know letting go would slip right through my hands. I thought love was patient, I thought it would stay. I didn't know indifference could make it fade. Regret fills my heart every time I breathe. I miss the way you loved me, even when I couldn't see. I keep wishing for regret filling my heart. If loving you meant risking pain, why was I so afraid? Why did I protect myself instead of begging you to stay? Chance I didn't take, for every truth I left out. I loved you, just not bravely enough. Regret fills my heart, but I let you go. I didn't know how to show. If you ever think of me, please don't fall apart. Just know I carry you where regret fills my heart. Some lessons come too late. Some love doesn't restart. All I have now is loving you through regret in my heart. If loving you meant risking pain, why was I so afraid? Why did I remind myself lays louder in my heart? I was tired of being enough, so I chose to stay quiet. Now silence is the only thing that keeps me awake at night. The house still knows your footsteps. Even though you're gone, I reach for you out of habit. Then remember I'm alone. Your name still lives in my throat, like something I can't say. I practice living without you, but it hurts the same each day. I waited for the sound of you coming back somehow, but the silence tells the truth. I remain alone now. I remain alone now in the life we never finished. All the love I gave away is the only thing that's missing. I remain alone now, learning how to breathe without your arms around me, or your heart choosing me. I smile when people ask about us, like it doesn't still hurt. They don't see me falling apart in the moments between words. You said time would heal the damage, but time just lets me see how much of who I was with you never came back to me. I stopped waiting for your call. I stopped asking how, but missing you still finds me now and then somehow. I remain alone now with the echo of your name. Every night feels endless, every morning feels the same. I remain alone now, but I'm still standing here, holding on to pieces of me. alone now, but I won't disappear. I survive losing you, even when the pain stayed near. I remain alone now, and someday I'll be okay. But tonight I sit with truth and quietly stay. The world keeps moving forward, I just move a little slower now. I defended you when they questioned every distance, every doubt. I told myself love was patient, that this was what love felt like somehow. I learned how to read your silence, how to need a little less. I kept lowering my expectations just to feel you in my chest. I called it misunderstanding, I called it timing fear. But love shouldn't feel like guessing if someone wants you near. You never loved me, not the way I did. I was fighting for a feeling you never let yourself give. I gave you all my honesty, you gave me maybes and time. I kept calling it love, but you never made me mine. You stayed when it was convenient, left when it got too real. You held me when you were lonely, but now when I needed to feel. You said you weren't good at showing it, said love scared you inside. But loving someone shouldn't hurt this much just to stay by their side. I blame myself for wanting more, for asking you to choose. But love doesn't make you feel guilty for having something to lose. You never loved me, I see it now. You love the way I stayed quiet, you love the way I bent down. I confuse your comfort for devotion, your presence for a sign. I gave you my whole heart, you gave me half a lie. If you ever cared, why was I so easy to break? Why was I always the one afraid you'd walk away? I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed long enough to believe love looks like pain. Baby, I loved you loudly, you loved me when it was easy. You never loved me, and that's the truth. I was loving the idea of us while you were just passing through. I'll stop asking what I did wrong, I'll stop It's just me and my sorrow, sitting in this empty room. I talk to it like an old friend, 'cause it's the only thing that stayed with me through you. The walls don't ask me questions, they don't tell me to be strong. They just listen while I break down to the same old song. I try to run from the hurting, but it followed me home. Now pain knows my address, and I'm never alone. It's me and my sorrow, learning how to survive. Every tear is a reminder that I'm still alive. It's me and my sorrow, holding hands through the night. I lost you, but I'm still here, trying to be alright. I see your shadow in the mirror. Even when I look away, I hear yours in my head, telling me it's better this way. I gave you all my tomorrows, you left me with today. Now every moment feels heavier without you here to stay. I thought love would save me, but it let me fall. Now sorrow knows my heartbeat better than you ever did at all. It's me and my sorrow, in the quiet after you. I'm learning how to breathe again, and everything we couldn't get through. It's me and my sorrow, counting scars, not regrets. I loved you more than myself, and this is what I'm left with. I don't blame you anymore, I'm just tired and alone. Some loves don't end in closure, they end in learning how to go on. If healing is forgiving, then I'm halfway there. I stop waiting for your footsteps, I stop setting your chair. It's me and my sorrow, but I'm standing on my feet. I carry the pain with grace now, I don't let it carry me. It's me and my sorrow, but I won't disappear. I lost the love I lived for, but I'm still here. Tomorrow might feel lighter, but tonight it's just me and my sorrow. I cry in the same old places where I used to say your name. Every tear falls like it's hoping you'll come back the same. I tell myself it's over, that you're finally gone. but my heart still reacts like it's holding on. I wipe my face, take a breath, like I'm supposed to be strong. But healing feels so distant, but missing you feels this long. These are meaningless tears for you. They don't reach your heart anymore. I'm breaking down in silence, outside a closed door. These are meaningless tears for you. You don't feel what I feel inside. I'm drowning in emotions you already left behind. I replay every moment, trying to understand where loving you turned into me losing who I am. You said I'd be okay, that time would do its part, but time just taught me how to cry without falling apart. I wish my pain still mattered like it used to before. Now every tear just proves you don't care anymore. These are meaningless tears for you. They fall without a sound. I'm falling apart quietly, while you're nowhere around. These are meaningless tears for you. I wish they meant goodbye, but they only remind me how hard I still try. If tears could make you miss me, I'd never stop crying. But love doesn't listen when a heart's done trying. I don't need you to save me, I just needed you to care. These are meaningless tears for you, but they mean everything to me. Each one is a memory. I'm learning how to set free. These are meaningless tears for you, and maybe that's okay, because one day I'll stop crying for someone who walked away. Tonight I cry quietly, not for you, but for me. door closed softer than my heart broke. Your footsteps faded down the hall. I stood there counting seconds, waiting for you to call. Your keys are gone from the table. Your scent is almost gone. The room feels bigger without you, like it knows you're done. I keep listening for something, anything to prove you're near. But silence answers everything after you disappeared. There's silence after you left, and it's louder than your goodbye. It screams in every empty room, and every time I try not to cry. The silence after you left, where your voice used to be. I didn't know how loud nothing was, till it was just me. Talk to walls like they remember how we used to laugh. I sleep on the edge of the bed like you might still come back. Your name gets stuck in my throat every time I breathe. I learned how to live without you, but I still don't know how to leave. I thought I'd find some peace in time, but time just makes it clear. You didn't take the noise with you, you left it all right here. The silence after you left, and it's breaking me apart. Every quiet moment hits the hardest part of my heart. The silence after you left, I hear it every night. Love didn't leave all at once, it faded with the light. If you ever miss me, know I felt it first. I stayed with all the questions, you left with none that hurt. I would have fought the quiet if I knew it when. Now silence is the only thing you left me in. The silence after you left, but I'm still standing here, learning how to breathe again. Through the ache and fear, there's silence after you left, and I carry it alone. Some goodbyes don't end in words, they echo when you're gone. The world is still so quiet now, after you left. The room still holds your breathing, even though you're gone. Your shadow lingers on the wall like you were never wrong. I keep my phone face down at night, so hope won't light it up. I'm tired of pretending that I'm stronger than I was. You said time would heal the damage, but time just knows your face. Every second without you leaves an echo I can't erase. The silence is screaming your name louder than you ever did. I hear you Still set 2 cups on the table, then laugh and take one away. Funny how my hands remember what my heart won't let me say. You moved on like it was nothing, like I was easy to lose. I stayed here learning how to breathe in the wreckage you left me to. I don't ask why you stopped loving me. I already know the truth. You loved me when it was convenient, then forgot me when you chose you. The silence is screaming your name in every empty night. Your goodbye plays on repeat every time I turn off the light. I'm breaking in all the spaces you promised you would stay. The silence is screaming your name, and it's killing me this way. If you ever hear this song, just know I meant every word. I loved you even in the quiet you never heard. I'm not angry, just empty. The silence is screaming your name. Now I don't fight it anymore. I let it hurt, I let it burn, I let it spill onto the floor. You took your love and left me here with memories I can't outrun. The silence is screaming your name, and I'm the only one. If silence had a voice, it would sound like you. Hold myself together all day, like nothing ever changed. But the moment I'm alone at night, I whisper your name. Fold your memory into my chest, like it still belongs. I try to be brave in front of the world, but I'm not that strong. They think I'm doing better now. They think I've moved on. They don't hear the quiet breaking when the lights are gone. I cry for you when no one sees. I let the tears fall silently where you used to be. I smile for everyone else, like I'm finally through. But when the night comes crashing in, I cry for you. it's safer than goodbye. Loving you was easy, letting go is what I can't survive. They say love will heal with time, like it's something I can choose. But healing doesn't mean forgetting, and forgetting feels like losing you. I cry for you into the dark. I hold my breath and break apart, right where we are. I don't ask for you to come back. I don't ask for the truth. I just sit with all this love and cry for you. If tears could bring you home, you'd be here by now. But all they do is prove how much I still don't know how. I don't hate you for leaving. I hate how much I stayed, how I learned to live without you, but still feel this way. Break, I don't miss who you became. I miss who you were with me. I cry for you, but I don't regret. Loving you was the truest thing I felt yet. One day I'll breathe without hurting. One day I'll make it through. But tonight, with everything undone, I cry for you. The world thinks I'm okay now. They think I'm finally through. But some love doesn't fade quietly. It cries. And tonight I cry for you. We used to talk about forever, like it was already ours. Now we can't look at each other without counting all the scars. I kept believing we'd survive. Every crack, every doubt, but love got tired of waiting and slowly bled out. You're standing right in front of me, but it feels like we're miles apart. Waited too long to save this. Now we're breaking with calm hearts. It's too late for us. I feel it in the way we touch. There's no fire left to fight for, just ashes and broken trust. It's too late for us. We tried, but not enough. I still love you, but it's too late for us. We said we'll fix it someday, like someday never ends. But every silence built a wall we couldn't climb again. I needed you to choose me. You needed time and space. Now we're both holding apologies that don't change anything. If love was all it took to stay, we'd still be holding on. But love can't heal what we ignore for far too long. It's too late for us. We ran out of words to say. Every promise sounds empty. Every kiss feels far away. It's too late for us. I see it in your eyes. We're standing in the ending. Neither of us surprised. If we met each other now, would we still fall the same? Or did loving you this long teach my heart too much pain? I don't hate you, I just wish we tried before we broke. It's too late for us, but I'll always care. You were my best and my worst, my almost, my everywhere. It's too late for us, so this is how we let go with love. fighting for us, still believing in maybe. You were already packing your heart and leaving me slowly. I kept making plans in my head. You were rehearsing your end. I didn't know I was alone until you said it again. You held my hand like you meant it, but your eyes were already gone. I felt it breaking before you spoke, but I begged myself I was wrong. You said goodbye first, before I was ready to hear. You let go so easily, while I stayed right here. You said goodbye first, like love was already through. I was still choosing you when you chose something new. I would have stayed through the silence, through the heart and the pain, but you didn't want to fix us. You just wanted escape. You said you needed to find yourself, but you left me lost instead. I learned what goodbye really means by the way you said it so calm. I searched your voice for hesitation, for anything to hold, but goodbye sounded practiced, like a story already told. You said goodbye first, and everything went quiet. The world kept moving forward, but my heart didn't try it. You said goodbye first, and I didn't stand a chance. You ended us in one sentence. I was still in the dance. If I had known that night was the last time you stay, I would have loved you louder. I would have begged you to wait. I didn't see it coming. I was too busy being yours. You said goodbye first, and I'm still here somehow, learning how to breathe again without you around. You said goodbye first, and I'll never forget how loving you ended before I was ready to let. I didn't stop loving you that day. I just learned how to love alone. We sit in the same it feels like miles apart. Your eyes don't look from mine anymore, and that's the hardest part. I hear you breathe beside me, but I don't feel you here. We're close enough to touch, yet everything's unclear. I try to find the words, but they fall before I speak. There's too much we're not saying in the silence between you and me. It's the silence between you and me that's tearing me apart. Louder than all the fights we had, heavier than a broken heart. I'd rather hear you tell me you don't love me anymore than sit with this quiet distance. I don't recognize us anymore. We used to talk for hours about nothing, about everything. Now every question feels too heavy, like it might end something. I memorize your movements like I'm afraid you'll leave. You're already halfway gone, even when you're next to me. I keep waiting for you to say what I already know, but the truth is hiding in the silence. You won't let go. It's the silence between you and me that I don't know how to fight. You turn away when I reach out. I cry alone every night. I don't need perfect answers, I just need honesty, because this quiet hurts worse than losing you completely. If love is still here, why does it feel so cold? Why does holding you feel like holding on to smoke? I don't wanna beg you, I don't wanna accuse. I just wanna know if there's still in us to lose. There's something, even goodbye. It's the silence between you and me that finally breaks my heart. Not the ending, not the leaving, but the drifting apart. If this is how we fade away, without truth, without release, then the silence between you and me. I remember the sound of your voice before it went quiet on me, because loving you didn't end with words. It ended in the silence between